Hello.
Hello.
My name's Trevor.
And I'm Eleanor.
And today we're going to give you a quick little guide to our newly released digital book, Galdo's Gift. Take you through some of the features
Yeah.
and give you a little mini guide. And is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's all good.
Okay, excellent. So here you can see our front cover. Just give us a chance. I know it's a bit obvious, but there we go. Narrated by Brian Murphy, who was lots of fun to work with.
He was fantastic. He was really professional and came in and did such a great job. His voice absolutely suited the character of King Galdo, who is actually a frog.
It's when he's getting ready.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't see him in the recording booth. Yeah. So all I could hear is him going, getting ready, and he just sounded perfect.
He was really good.
Really happy that he's our narrator. And something else you notice about the cover is that apart from it being animated, which is a nice touch for an animated book, it's a booVie. So it's Galdo's Gift, the booVie.
A book in motion.
A book in motion. So what is a booVie?
A booVie it's not a book and it's not a movie, of course. It's a booVie. That's our sort of...
it's a book-movie mashup.
We've sort of made it up and it sounds more exciting than ebook.
Yeah, we're not too keen on the word ebook. I don't want to sort of down
let's go on.
ebooks.
No. Okay, so next page.
No, wait. I wasn't going to say anything horrible. I was just going to say that they do have a sort of slightly drab image.
They do have a little bit of an image problem.
Which is a bit of a shame because there's so lots of nice ebooks out there.
Yeah, and it's an amazing medium that could be used so much more, and not in comparison or competition to print books.
Yeah.
But just as something else in its own right.
Exactly.
And we've sort of hopefully made something sort of a bit more extreme, because we've really gone for giving you everything that we can in movement and sound.
Yes.
Which obviously a print book can't offer, and this is just something.
Yes,
different.
You're basically trying to say that we love print books.
Yes.
Which we do, and this is in no way trying to replace it.
No.
Although it looks like a book and it's an e-book. We wanted to do animation, so animation and sound, and in this sort of format. So it just made sense to go with ebooks, and in particular iBooks, because
the technology
is there for within iBooks. Within Kindles don't. They're pretty much what you see is what you get in terms of ebooks. They're pretty much a translation of the print book. It's like a carbon copy,
which is why people sort of think they're competing.
Yeah, I think so.
So this is the next step on, hopefully, and will be developed, because the technology is there at Apple at least, and hopefully, once people see how amazing the booVie is, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why the whole booVie concept is there, to kind of just show that it's something that little bit different in terms of ebook.
Yes. So this is the first page, and here we're introduced to King Galdo, who, as we've explained, is Brian Murphy. And here we go, tap this. So here, his medallion.
Come on. What's taking so long? This is taking forever.
So there's Brian.
Bit grumpy.
Brilliant. But so that's King Galdo, and he is basically the narrator throughout the book. And whenever you see him sat on a page with this gold medallion and a play symbol, that's what you need to do. Click on him and hear narrate the book with you.
So he's your sort of guide through the book as well as being part of the story. And on the other page... Oh, I quite forgot. You're right. Definition.
So whenever you see an underlined word in blue, click on that, and the definition, the meaning of that word, will come up. And it's sort of written in a fun way and keeping in context. So not only is it helping you understand what that word actually means within the story, it's actually sort of sometimes developing the characters or the plot, or just being hopefully funny.
Yes. And the words in blue are the actual meaning of the word, isn't it?
Yes.
So that allows us to put it within a context.
And then you click on it again to get rid of it. So yes, over on this page, this book belongs to, and you can insert your name here.
You can, if you've got an iPad or an iPhone. Unfortunately for iBooks, they don't allow data entry on a desktop or a laptop. So this feature works.
Sorry.
Sorry. We did try.
It is a lovely feature, and we're trying really hard to actually find a way forward for that. But
Exactly.
At the moment, that's how it is.
Yeah.
But if you are on your device, your gadget that can input the information, put your name here, and then throughout the story, there's a few little instances that you might actually pop up
in the story itself. But it doesn't stop the enjoyment on the desktop or laptop version.
No, absolutely not.
Anyway, just thought I'd add that.
So here is a perfect example. You will be your name had you inputted it. And here we've got this little
Casket?
star
Oh, not casket.
moving.
Still body pop out.
Anyway, so click on that, and you've
Little
got a
gift
little
box.
little moth.
Which
And-
you notice will appear on subsequent pages.
Yeah, so
So
he's sort of
it's-
almost
Sort of consistent character throughout the book.
accompanying you through the book,
Yes.
basically. And this rather wonderful picture here.
Yes. Who did that?
I
Who
did.
that?
I started this, and it started off as a map, and so behind there's there is a fantastic map of Galdovia, but we've sort of put other stuff on top. So
You switching off your phone?
yes, there we go.
Yes, and he's got fetching slippers.
He's got lovely slippers, knobbly knees, and this is your first sort of instance of seeing the other characters in the book.
Exactly, and it's pretty much it's done in the style that it is almost someone documenting what happens in the book.
Yes.
It's a precursor to the story.
Yes, and you can see the various places involved as well.
Yeah.
So,
Next page.
next page.
What's happened to our soundtrack?
Oh, yeah.
Soundtrack can be switched on and switched off. It's on by default, but it can be switched on up here. So it's on that little speaker. Soundtrack on. Start reading. You don't click start reading. It started reading.
Oh, yeah.
Stop reading. It's just soundtrack.
Just soundtrack.
Okay.
So,
So this soundtrack is
Don't
on
make
by
that
default.
mistake.
So we must have switched it off somewhere.
so this is the sort of background music throughout the book. So, as you can see, it can
Seesaw.
be switched off. It can be switched off if you don't want to listen to this lovely lilting sound. And here's Galdovia.
Exactly. So this is one of 28, I think, looping movies. Movie illustrations, I think we're calling them. Which it's almost a hybrid again of an illustration and a movie. So it's loops and you get the sound effects from Galdo himself when he starts talking.
Yes, and these little worlds are all actually made in paper model to begin with. So we sort of position it all and work it all out, and so the village and the bird and the mountains and the castle is all made in sort of little puppet paper format first. Just to give ourselves a bit more work to do.
Yes.
In the land of Galdovia, where I am king, where the wild wind whistles while the songbirds sing, take a wander through forests and fields until you arrive at a small town upon a small hill.
So you can see that as he was talking, lip sync, so it actually looks like he is talking. There is a read aloud version feature that
highlights the words.
Yeah,
as
highlights
he's
the
speaking.
words.
So you can actually identify which words he's saying. And then we've got and now you can see some of the words are underlined. And if you click on one, it comes up with the definition. And a little, always like to say, in the context. So he's talking about how he likes to listen to the birds singing. And sometimes it's the meaning of the actual word. Galdovia gives you just a little snippet of information about Galdovia. And sometimes it's the character names as well, isn't it? So you get a bit more information about the characters.
Yeah.
So,
any more?
is there any more?
No, I mean, any more to say?
There's a few more pages. Yes. I don't think there is actually.
You don't?
Is that the end of our guide?
Yeah. Well, just read the book.
Yeah, just read the book. Yeah, just read it. I don't know why you need a guide.
And
it's so obvious.
Enjoy and yeah, I think that's it. Okay.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.
Hello,
we're back again.
by the way.
Because we forgot something. Just bear in mind, this is literally like one of our first videos, so we'll get better, I think.
Yes, we will. There's room for improvement. But yeah, we'd just like to say that we are making little other explainer movies about all sorts of things that we've done to make this possible. And one of those is we've got this little figure at the front here, and how we make him animate by moving the little paper model that we spoke about earlier.
And how we get that into the computer.
Yes, yeah. So there are lots of things, more things to find out.
So subscribe.
So subscribe. Okay, that is it now. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.